What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are all doing well. So I put out a recent poll on my Facebook page asking you guys what type of video you want to see, and most of you guys have requested that you want to see a key levels video again. So that's what the people are asking for, so that is what I am going to do. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to find key levels and how to trade off of those key levels. If you guys want my indicator, make sure you go to my previous video, check that out. I go over exactly how to find it. Also, in my link will be my Facebook page. We're trying to grow a community of traders who all trade based off of great support areas, resistance areas, just like I'll be showing you in this video. So without wasting any time, let's hop right in. So for this example, we can use any stock. Let's go to Apple. That is one of my favorite stocks to trade. And I'll show you how to find areas just like this. So we can remove all the drawings from there, and we'll go to the replay feature and go back about 9 o'clock in the morning. So this is going to be accurate, so it shows us pre-market. So this is what you would see in pre-market. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Apple is sitting at about 158.82. So now I go to my key levels indicator. So this is the indicator that I created right here, and you can choose any time frame you like, and that is the majority of questions that I get from you guys, is which time frame should I be using, and that is kind of up to you. So some people like to swing trade, maybe the 12-month is best for you, or the 1 month. Some people like to day trade, maybe the 1 month or the 1 week or the 1 day is better for you. What I would say is find the stocks that you like to trade and back test on different time frames and see which ones are best for you. And sometimes it comes with trial and error, but for me, for day trading, I have seen that the higher time frames from 1 day and on are the best. For this example, we'll go with a 1 day. I'll say okay, and in pre-market I would turn on this indicator. So it'll give me a few zones, as you can see right there and down there, and their colors don't matter. So whether it's red or blue, it doesn't really matter. I believe the blue ones were the ones that were the close of the highs, and then the red ones were the close of, or the open, one or the other, doesn't matter. So this is what I like to do. When I find these key levels, I like to mark them. I go to my trading view edits right here, the drawings. I go to rectangle and I create one right here. So now I have a little bit of a zone. So instead of having, let me delete that. So instead of having just 159.40 exactly, now I have this zone here between 159.30 and 159.46, 50-ish. Now I have a zone to work with. Now what I do is I'm gonna clone this a few times to put it in my other areas. So I'll put this here, and now as you can see, there's two here right near each other. I'm not gonna put one here and then one, I'm not gonna stack them. I'll just make one right there, so I know, okay, there's two zones there. They're around the same price. This one will go down here, and we can set this one up here. Once I do that, I turn my indicator off, I hide it. So now I have these different zones. If price is above my zone, it's a resistance area. If price is below my zone, it is a support area. So this would be a support area, or a possible support area, and this would be a resistance area, and this could be a possible support area. Now we see how the day went, and we can see how these areas would have provided us with great short areas a few times actually, and this area right here, and this is what I'm gonna do for this. You'll see I'll go right here And this is just as an example. Of course, you don't have to do this while you're trading. But I'm gonna put this here just to show you guys, once we break above this level, we're not just buying because we broke above this level. Now we know this might turn into support, and that's exactly what it does. It comes back into this zone and it becomes a support area now. So now how do I trade these areas right here? I would not ever just blindly go into these trades. Use an indicator that helps you, whether you like reading the tape, which is you see the buy and sell orders coming in and you're able to read that really fast. That's one way. Maybe you like to read using volume and seeing if there's increasing volume or decreasing volume at resistance and support areas. That's up to you. I like to do that sometimes. Sometimes I like to use my VWAP indicator. And what I will do with that is, for example, we can see here that Apple came down and touched this area, and once it starts to break above VWAP, I might go into some buy positions and I would let it run, and I would use the top of this VWAP band as my first sell area and my next zone as my next sell area. And same thing when it comes to a resistance area, I would use it as a move down. So it breaks below this VWAP area. I would see if I can grab some puts or some shorts and ride it until we find that bottom band of the VWAP. And for this VWAP indicator, it is built in by the system. So you just type in VWAP, it's this one right here. And it has this nice cloud, which I like as well. I'll show you guys one more example if you like. We can go to SPY. I know that's a fan favorite. Alrighty, so we'll go to pre-market once again. Now that we are in pre-market, you turn on your indicator. And some people have said, oh, I have too many lines. If you have too many lines like this, then maybe instead of the 1 day, go with the 1 week indicator and maybe the 1 month. So same thing. We put it at our zones. And you have to know how to trade price action. If you don't know how to trade price action, all you're doing is you're buying at the green and you're selling at the red, and the success rate for that is, I don't even know, but it probably isn't that high. So you have to learn how to actually trade price action. And VWAP is a great indicator that helps with that. So SPY opens up and you can see that it comes down to our support area. Once we start breaking above the VWAP area, that can be an area of calls. And you can see this goes from 390 to about 392, and if you trade SPY, you know a $2 move in SPY is huge, and you have a few trade opportunities in this area. And once you break above some levels, what I like to do is, if I have two levels that are very close like these two, I would not trade them, or I would take one of them out, because it's just confusing, and then you get into scalping, like very difficult trade style. And I do like scalping, but not when it's like 50-cent gaps. So yeah, and once you break above this level, all you have to do is don't just buy because you broke out. Wait for a retest and see if you're holding above VWAP, and you do, and you let the stock run. If you mess up, just say right here, you see this and you think it's a breakout and you start buying around right here, make sure your stop loss is very small. So make sure your stop loss is coming back down into the VWAP area, which means you'll have losing trades, but your losing trades will be much smaller than your winning trades. Your winners will be much greater, at least 2 to 3 times greater. All right, guys, that is all for this video. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys go to my Facebook, join the group, and ask any question right there. We have a nice community of many traders. A lot of them are beginners. If you are a beginner, it's a great place for you. If you are a little bit more experienced, it's also a great place for you. So I'll leave all the links for that in the description below, and peace.